welcome to this video. I know I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a minute, but this is an older video I had literally just on my camera that I was like, oh, like let me post it. So it's kind of random. They're kind of random clips, but this was last year, around like September, October, so literally around this time of year, making Emily from Corpse Bride. So this costume was literally my pride and joy. Corpse Bride is my like number one favorite movie ever, and to see myself as Emily, I was really nervous actually. I was like, I don't like what if I don't live up to it? I did end up liking the end result, but here we were working on the skirt, and it's kind of crazy because after I've posted like so many pictures on my Instagram of this costume and stuff, none of the pictures show just how much like fabric is on the tail of the skirt. Like it is a whole lot of fabric. That is a crazy train we put on here. And we did the airbrushing, you guys will see later on, and all the details and everything, but nobody will really ever see this costume like in its glory, I don't think. I'll explain that in a minute. So you guys just saw like the basic construction of the skirt, and then this is how I made the veil. So I just like wrapped a bunch of little wire flowers around a wire circle to put as like the crown, I guess. And then I just kept doing this, but let me explain my whole theory about why nobody will ever see this costume in all of its glory. So after like hair and makeup and just getting into the costume, I spent about 3 hours getting into it, and that was without painting both of my legs. Like I didn't even paint my legs because I figured nobody was going to see that. So I did not paint my legs for this costume, and it took 3 hours. So imagine how long it would take to completely get into this costume, which is why I say I don't think anybody will ever see it in all of its glory. I'm so proud of the end result of this costume, but yeah, it was just so much work to get into that I don't know if I can put myself through that again. The tiny details of this costume were like the most important thing to me. So like getting the veil, the little points at the ends of the veil, I cut them like exactly where it looked like hers were. And then I did burn the edges of the fabric with the lighter, that way it wouldn't fray. So here is the bouquet and the shoes all painted, and then here's what the costume looked so far with no paint on it. I was really happy with it. I actually remade the bodice twice. I had made it like with a completely different tactic. I don't even think I have that footage anymore, but I completely redid it. There was some interfacing in like the top part, that way when I cut it very like jagged, it would stay up, if that makes sense. But I bought a cheap airbrush machine. Honestly, it was kind of difficult to use because it would drip, which was really scary because I didn't want any like drips of paint on the dress. But here I am just airbrushing the colors on there. It's a lot of blue, a lot of just like shading on. It was really difficult honestly to mix that like specific shade of blue. What we did was we mixed the paint in a like jar, and we actually kept the jar of paint in case we needed to paint anything else. We still had that jar of paint, and it was mixed with water, so I think it survived pretty well. So here is the veil getting that little blue edge. The edges of the veil I actually sprayed with clear spray paint, like a top coat. That way it would get kind of stiff and like crunchy on the ends. Oh yeah, this is me doing that. So yeah, we had that, and then here is the bodice completed with the airbrush, and then the pearls, I placed them like exactly where hers were. So here's where the video gets a little funky. I had completely planned on filming the entire getting ready process, but again, the camera died. It was like a 3 hour like getting ready with me. Right here I was gluing my eyebrows down. I think the only footage I have of getting ready is like painting my body blue, but the rest of that, I wasn't able to get, but it was a very long and tedious process. But I do have the end results pictures at the end of these clips, so enjoy me painting myself blue. And here is what the end result looked like. I was really, really happy with these pictures and this costume in general. It is really, truly like one of my favorite costumes I've ever done. Again, because Corpse Bride is my favorite movie, it was really cool to see myself as Emily. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little random put together clips that I had just lying around. But I hope to be seeing you guys pretty soon. So thanks for watching.